my name is DK Diamantes, and I'm a bit of a Warhammer novice, and if you are too, that's fine, because my co-host Bricky is an avid Warhammer fan, and he is going to guide us through all the crazy twists and turns of Warhammer 40k. But before we get into this episode, a huge shout out to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/adeptusridiculous. The support has been amazing, we're hitting goals, so if you enjoyed today's podcast, patreon.com/adeptusridiculous. Bricky, merch and stuff?
Merch. Orchid8.com. Check it out in the description. Merchandise. The reason we're going by this quick is because...
Oh, no.
We got our first ever sponsorship on this channel, and I'm going to tell you about that right now. This very special episode of Adeptus Ridiculous is brought to you and sponsored by Filmora, a fantastic video editing software that you can currently download either in the Mac App Store or on the official website. As video editors ourselves, we understand the pretty steep learning curve that comes with learning a new video editing software, and Filmora is there to assist you to make that not only a lot easier to do, but also still give you a wide variety of features such as motion tracking, keyframing, and other awesome video effects. If you would like to try your hand at video editing and use a program that is a lot easier to use and assists both new and veteran people alike, check out the download link in the description and go ahead and get started on your own projects. Thank you very much to Filmora for sponsoring this episode, and go out there and make your oh so charming Warhammer meme posts. That was all the beginning fun stuff. Now we're doing World Eaters. And
oh boy.
and World Eaters in particular. We already did Angron last week because that's the new idea, right? Which also, by the way, we slapped that fucking $9,000 goal, so we gotta do Alpha Legion. Yep. I know that a lot of people are asking us about a collab or two involving Alpha Legion. We have ideas, and we won't say anything else besides that, but expect Alpha Legion in the coming episodes. Not exactly sure when, but in the next couple episodes, you might see it. But on a side note, what we're doing now is kind of like that doubling up idea that we mentioned, where you talk about the Primarch in one episode, and they talk about like the Legion in the next a little bit more. And this one's the Legion episode. And we're gonna be a lot more chill today. We're just gonna be stupid and have a good time.
Let's go. Let's vibe.
Gonna vibe in a little bit. So
yeah.
So we got World Eaters, the 12th Legion. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think about this much, but you know the 8th Legion is the Night Lords, but 8 is the number of Khârn, and the World Eaters is the 12th Legion. It's kind of weird.
Is it though? Well, I guess yeah. You would think that the World Eaters would be the number of Khârn, right? And not the Night Lords. You think that that is, I guess that's a little weird.
You think the GW writers would have done that, like some foresight or whatever, and been like, we'll call the World Eaters the 8th, because, you know, it makes sense, it's foretelling or whatever, but...
Wait, do you think that GW has foresight? You gots to be kidding me. From everything I've learned, that is like the last thing GW has.
Yeah,
right?
that's
right?
okay. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, World Eaters. So obviously, this is the Coordinate Legion. We talked about Angron and all, an angry man. There's a couple other characters that we want to talk about a little bit more. We'll talk about Khârn a bit, but you know, let's talk about how the World Eaters fight. I want to talk a little bit about the World Eaters and what they do, and some of their traditions, because there's actually kind of a lot of really cool ones. So
traditions. I like the sound of this.
They're traditions.
I like the amount of sarcasm and irony that I'm hearing. I love it.
I'm
just expecting I'm expecting oh yes, it's a traditional ceremonial chain axe ripping or something, and I'm
so post heresy, when the World Eaters fully went all Khârn, they basically were like, ranged weapons. What's this pussy shit? They threw down a pretty large amount of their ranged weapons and just kept the bolt pistol. and chain axes and chain swords instead. And they just like fling themselves at the enemy at Mach 5.
Ooh.
Like the Khârn berserkers is their main dude. That's like the main idea is a Khârnate berserker is a space marine with like dual wielding chain axes or dual wielding chain swords and just running at a guy screaming his head off. Because if you're a fan of Khârn, you want blood to flow, and so long as blood is being shed, it doesn't really matter who it's being shed from because it all satiates the god. So if you're murdering people, awesome. If you die, awesome. Like, more blood.
More blood. Khârn is happy.
Khârn's stoked. Blood for the blood god.
Yeah.
So they're just like frothing at the mouth. Like psychotic dudes just screaming, just taking out 2 chain swords, turning them on, going like, "Ree!" And they fucking fly like they fly at their enemies and head pounding, listening to fucking Asking Alexandria as they start cleaving through some poor guardsmen.
So I would assume it's a safe bet that there aren't a whole lot of psychers in the World Eaters.
Oh, dude, you want to talk more about, we didn't talk enough about the psychers in the last episode. You want to talk about World Eaters psychers?
Oh, they exist? They actually
not anymore. They don't.
Oh no! Did they just straight up kill all the psychers? Oh no, that's right. You were. Oh shoot, that's right. There's something where they doesn't Angron. No, he killed all the librarians. Did he kill all the psychers too?
Well, librarians are psychers, but
oh okay.
So basically, there were obviously psychers that were given to the World Eaters by the Emperor way back in the day, and they hated these psychers. The World Eaters despised them because Angron despised them because the psychic power of these guys would like cause like a feedback in his butcher's nails. And so whenever psychers would walk by him, he'd feel like excessive pain.
Oh,
so
no.
just being in the presence of these psychers made him like angry because it would unnaturally affect the butcher nails. And cause issues.
Any help being angry, right?
Yeah, Angron turns out didn't need much help being angrier, but because he hated them so much, naturally his legion in like yes, Papa, I hate the psychers too, Papa, were also really pleased to hate them as well. And when they started getting their butcher nails implants as well, they really started hating the librarians.
Yep.
The thing is that the librarians also were given the butcher's nails sometimes to control their psychic talents. And anyone who ever got the nails implanted in their head died. Yeah. One time a dude just like on the field of battle lost his fucking mind and like lightning just burst from his eyes and he killed like 3 squads. Sometimes they would just blow up. Like they would literally just stand there and they would just combust into flaming piles of gore.
Jesus.
They're
so
just
like a psyker with a butcher nail is just a walking time bomb.
Basically. This be like brother Sustinius. What among us crewmate twerking gif? What are you doing today? And he just explodes. He just explodes out of nowhere. He's eating coffee or drinking coffee. He just goes.
I mean, Khârn must like that. Well, would Khârn?
No,
like
he
that?
likes that.
Okay, because I was gonna say he's not suffering much. Blood is a flowing.
No, suffering is Slanesh.
Oh, you're right.
Torture is bad for Khârn.
Right, Khârn just wants them to die. Oh, that's fair. Okay, I got my Chaos Gods mixed up and what they wanted. Thank you.
Yeah, Khârn just wants the blood to flow.
That's right. You're right.
This
That's why
actually
I hate Slanesh so much because it doesn't kill anybody. He just keeps torturing them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they hate each other. Mm-hmm. Now that though made the psychers like really ostracized by the World Eaters. They would be forced to stay alone in their chambers. When they would walk down a hall, World Eaters would spit at their boots and stay far away from them. No one would speak to them. Often they would leave them to die on the battlefield because they saw them as like a problem. Mm-hmm. They were literally bullied kids. They were consistently bullied by their brethren so often.
Aw.
And because they couldn't take the butcher's nails, you know, like that made them not good for their Primarch.
Yep,
you know,
you're
not strong
you're not
enough.
like Dad. You're not strong enough to be like Dad and understand us. We're not like most kids.
And especially
Built
at the end when they're built different. Built different. Sex E. Cadia stands. Segmentum solar.
The memes are flowing today, boys. Let's go.
Angron.
Oh no. I hate it here. I hate it here.
you jogging on your own free will.
I started this. Oh no. Get me out.
But a few things that were interesting though. Yeah, like obviously Angron at the end when he turned into a big demon, that's when he killed the final librarians. And that made Khârn really stoked because Khârn's like, ew, psychers. I don't like them.
Yeah, and then he just, don't worry, I got you. They're gone.
Yeah.
Librarian's dead. I hate him too.
He's really nasty. Apparently, Shy tells me something that someone pointed out that was kind of neat. Apparently, Angron, like most Primarchs, was also a psyker, because most Primarchs were psychers. But his ability was to soothe others' people and pain. So he used it to keep his fellow slaves alive, but when he was implanted with the nails, it went away completely.
That is ironic on the highest level. Like, that is irony at its peak. Angron's ability was to soothe other people's pain and anger.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Emperor wanted Angron to be his compassion and empathy. Like, to show off his compassion and empathy. Good job, Big E.
Well done, dude. Oh, yeah. And he showed Angron so much compassion and empathy, right? Oh,
yeah.
So giving. Big, so giving. Oh, just get that guy the world's greatest dad mug.
So, Shy also shared a quote with us. I actually had that one opened up already, Shy. We were thinking the same. Let me tell you a quote from Angron to Guilliman during their big fight. Like, what would you know of struggle, perfect son? When have you fought against the mutilation of your mind? When have you had anything to do, or had to do anything more than tally compliances and polish your armor? The people of your world named you Great One. The people of mine called me Slave. Which one of us landed on a paradise of civilization to be raised by a foster father, Rabute? Which one of us was given armies to lead after training in the halls of a Macragian High Riders? Which one of us inherited a strong, cultured kingdom? And which one of us had to rise up against a kingdom with nothing but a horde of starving slaves? Which one of us was a child enslaved on a world of monsters with his brain cut up by carving knives? Listen to your blue-clad wretches yelling of courage and honor, courage and honor, courage and honor. Do you know the meaning of those words? Courage is fighting the kingdom which enslaves you. No matter what their armies outnumbers you by 10,000 to 1. You know nothing of courage. Honor is resisting a tyrant when all others suckle and grow fat on the hypocrisy he feeds them. You know nothing of honor. Girly man is a bitch. Quote, Angron, Primarch of the 12th Legion.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. That is a quote and a half. God, I mean,
is it Croist? Which one of the Australians?
It's
which
Jesus
ones
Christ.
Which ones of our Australian fucking Legion? We got Italian word bearers. Which one gets to be the Aussies?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about all the legions to know which ones get to be the Aussies.
Damn it, because we got the Night Lords are now our Slavs, our Russians. We got our Italian word bearers. Maybe the world leaders are Australian. They're ruckus nice. like hey Khârn, you fucking cunt, get over here.
Yeah, totally. That's a great Australian accent too. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
That sucks. Shut the fuck up.
No, I was only being slightly sarcastic, but that's a fucking quote.
It's better than my Italian accent, which is just me going, hey.
That's not a high bar, but like I just said, it's not exactly. I mean, so you're like a foot off the ground is that bar.
I'm gonna talk about the triumph rope now. Fuck you.
Yeah, Yeah, let's go back to the lore, eh?
Here's actually an interesting one. Okay, it's the triumph rope. So there's this thing called the triumph rope, right? Mm-hmm. And the triumph rope is I guess like a custom, I suppose.
Okay.
And the concept is that before a battle, you would carve a line into your body.
Oh,
and
okay.
after battle, if you're victorious, it would heal normally, right? But if you were defeated or lost the battle, you would shove the dirt of the world into the wound. So if you won, it would be a red twist scar. But if you lost, it would be a black twist scar.
Oh.
And so you could keep track of your like battle honors that way. And show it to your fellow legionaries that way.
Oh, wow, that is a very, very World Eater thing to do. Holy shit.
Naturally, Angron had the longest triumph rope, which went from, it began at the base of his spine all the way up his backbone, then veered around his left of his body, riding down into his hip, and then curving. It's like this long fucking rope. But it said that the entire thing is pink because he didn't get the chance to rub the dirt of his homeworld as he was teleported away, and he was robbed of a true failure.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Wait, so like when you start you start the rope somewhere and then you just keep adding to it as battles go on?
I believe so. That or like you could place it in different spots, but I think you just place it in one area and you keep going, and you rub dirt into it or whatever if you failed. So you have a different kind of color. It's a neat concept. It's a very cool idea.
Yeah, I was thinking like you would scar up one finger and it's like, oh, did we win? Dirt, 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 dirt. And then you scar up another finger and so on and so forth. I wasn't sure if it was just like one continuous thing that goes like up your arm, over your shoulder, across your collarbone, and anyway.
One finger does not feel nearly enough for like a World Eater, as World Eaters go.
That's fair. Maybe you start at the finger, just go all the way up your arm, right? Anyway.
Yeah, you gotta put it on your face, make like teardrops.
Oh no. Make a smiley face that's just going across your...
Do like a Joker thing where you just have your Joker face rope.
Now all I can imagine is a World Eater going, you want to know how I got these scars?
That's stupid.
Very, very stupid. That's what I do.
So I want to talk about Khârn. Cut out damaged on the forehead. You got Jared.
The rope says
Jared Leto's World Eater.
Yeah.
Honestly, if anyone was going to have damage on their forehead, it'd probably be Conrad Kurz.
Oh God, yeah. If so, he would probably do it too.
Yeah. Well, maybe. He certainly became a bit of a creepy fucking gremlin near the end of his life.
Yeah, Kurz.
That
Jared Leto Joker was really good, and I love him. It's like, okay, Kurz, back in the shadows, bud.
I actually just finished like a charity stream a few days ago, and one of the goals was to do a whole Night Lord's army. So I got to buy a whole Night Lord's army now.
Oh,
originally it was just a couple minis here and there, but now it's like full on army. Here we go.
And finally, so we all have a Chaos faction that we like now a lot, right? You've got the Night Lords. I'm Thousand Suns, and I think Shy really likes the Alpha Legion, doesn't she? So we're all Chaos.
I thought Shy liked the Word Bearers. I thought she was a Lorgar simp.
Oh. But Lorgar sucks.
Oh.
But Lorgar... I don't...
Mamma mia, Lorgar Pizzeria.
Yeah. Stop.
Marinara sauce coming from the sky, hey.
Because Lorgar's the one where he was like, oh boy, let's all praise the Emperor. And the Emperor was like, no, burned everything. So I always pictured Lorgar as being hella lame.
I think Shy likes Lorgar because Lorgar won. Because the Imperium turned into what Lorgar, wanted.
That's true. That's true. It essentially did become what Lorgar wanted it to become, even though Big E was like, stop it!
Stop it! You know...
It's bad. He rolled up the newspaper and...
Big E really does not know what the fuck he wants, because I finished up that Night Lord's Omnibus, the trilogy of books, And I'm reading the Conrad Kurz book now, and it's literally Conrad yelling at a flesh sculpture of the Emperor in his throne room, like airing his grievances. And one of them, it was like, he made a good point. We talked about it. I was like, yo, Big E, you wanted him to murder and flay people. Like, you told him, yeah, go to town, do terror tactics. And then when it wasn't a use for you anymore, you like reprimanded him. Like, what the fuck? You can't just do that.
Also, can we back up just a sec? I agree with all of that. Did you say he was yelling at a flesh sculpture of Big E? Did you specifically say flesh sculpture?
He took a bunch of living humans and he contorted them into like a puppet of Big E in his room, and then he's yelling at it. This is like this is the night of his death, where he really like degraded it as to turn into a gremlin.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
He was a little less weird. Anyway, this is the World Eaters episode. We'll talk more about Night Lords later.
Yeah, we'll get one day.
So Lol said Khârn the Betrayer. Lamau. Let's talk about Khârn the Betrayer.
All right. Poggers.
So Khârn is also known as Mr. I jerk off with my left hand man. Because every single fucking image of him post World Eaters is him with a really... It looks like Quagmire after he figured out what internet porn was.
Oh my god, you're right, every picture is just like him with a really buff as shit left arm.
Yeah, he always has his left arm uncovered.
Big old chain around it, jeez.
So, Khârn, back during the War Hounds World Eaters time pre-heresy, was actually a pretty goddamn good commander guy. Khârn was a great captain. He was, he's assault captain, that's right. He was fiercely intelligent.
Okay.
And like even Abaddon himself is like, yeah, watch out for that Khârn guy. He is scary. Oh. There it is. Only a fool takes Khârn for a mindless brute or rabid dog. Under that blood-soaked helm lurks an intelligence and cunning that makes him a masterful killer. Trust me when I say that there is a dark purpose in his madness. Quote Abaddon the Despoiler. Kyle.
That's Kyle. Issa Kyle, right?
Issa Kyle.
That's some high praise coming from Abby, because Abby's no slouch. Well, obviously Abby's no slouch, but that's a big deal to get Abaddon to say that about you. So he must be a hard motherfucker.
Khârn is a hardcore guy, but he was a really interesting character in the I think the Conqueror book. In the Horus Heresy stuff, because he was obviously, he was the guy who was like, Angron, stop killing our dudes, and then he just got his face beat and he's like, Angron, stop killing our dudes. Oh, hey, you're still alive. I respect you now. And then he went to Angron when Angron ran away and lived as like a fucking homeless man. It was like,
oh, that's right. He's the one that got Angron out of his little slump because he was being a little whiny bitch.
Khârn is cool, but Khârn, I mean, obviously when they went full to Khorne after Angron killed all the librarians, and they went full on Khorne, the question really comes down to, how'd Khârn the Betrayer get his name, the Betrayer?
I was gonna ask. So far, he hasn't done anything to actually like betray Angron, the World Eaters, or Khorne. So, yeah, Bricky, how did he get that name?
Well, I mean, first things first, he was also the first ever World Eaters to get the butchered nails, which obviously increases respect a bit more for obvious reasons. But the reason he got his name is actually from this battle on I think it's a demon world I'm trying to remember the name of the demon world, because I had it here and now I'm scrolling and because I fucked it up and I lost it. God damn it, Khârn.
It's a demon world.
This is Khârn's fault. No,
he betrayed
doubt.
you. He erased it, motherfucker.
Yeah. Khârn the Betrayer fucked me up.
Yep.
There it is. Scalathrix.
Whoa.
Scalathrix. So it was a demon world after the Horus Heresy. Like, let me make this clear about Khârn. Khorne likes this dude. Khorne fist bumps Khârn. Khorne and Khârn. All right, it's a sitcom. They are bros to bro end. It is told that there is specifically a pile of skulls next to Khorne's throne and that is only from Khârn.
Oh.
Khârn has
Whoa.
Khârn has by himself killed over 1 million people. Like in combat with his fists and his swords and his axes. Like he has killed a lot, like exterminatus, you blow up a planet, whatever. But this man has actually took the heads off of like over 1 million people.
Holy shit. No wonder Khârn likes him so much and fist bumps him.
He thinks he's a badass.
Yeah.
But
also Khârn and Khârn totally sounds like a sitcom name. A great sitcom name. Yeah.
Khârn and Khârn, do. Getting skulls for the skull god. Paying taxes in the evening, do.
Oh no! Now I'm just imagining like this big demon Khârn and little Khârn both in like actuary suits, just like and just sitting at a table doing taxes, and then they both look at each other and it's like the clock says closing time, and they just go out, rip off their suits, and start murdering people.
The Ben Affleck and the accountant.
Yeah, it's closing time, bitches.
So this demon world, basically they were doing what they normally like to do, which is fight the Emperor's children, because Emperor's children are shitheads.
Yes, they are.
And so the two of them were engaging over battle. I don't really remember the reason why, not really important. Point being, they were fighting. I think they were trying to claim it in Khârn's name or whatever, but they were fighting. And the battle was very long. And eventually the nighttime of the demon world arrived, and it was really fucking cold. Like so cold that it could kill Space Marines outright in minutes. And so both of the... It's really cold. And both of the groups ended up with a momentary ceasefire and had them retreat back into their camps and bunkers because they literally couldn't fight each other, right?
Okay.
And Khârn was like, lol, said Khârn the Betrayer, Lamau. And he pulled out his flamer and he started to torch all of their buildings, their own buildings. Like, you guys are gonna fight them, you fucking pussies? And he started burning his own buildings up.
Holy shit.
And then a couple people went to reprimand him for this thing. They're like, oh my fucking god, what are you doing? And he was attacked by 3 separate assailants. And he killed 2 of them. And the last one was this old, like, mentor, which was the Centurion guy. And he was like, oh my god, you mad Khârn, your betrayal, how dare you strike down your battle brothers of your own legion? How dare you do this to Angron and the World Eaters? And then Khârn was like, lol, Lamau. And he fucking severed his head, took his flamer, and started butchering Emperor's Legion and World Eaters alike, and then won the battle.
Holy shit.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Holy, yeah, he did. There are 0 fucks given. Damn, even his mentor, he's just like, yeah, whatever, dude. And then he just starts killing everybody.
He doesn't give a shit. In the tabletop, this man hits on 2s, right? He hits on a 2 up, he hits you. But if you roll a 1, you have to, if there's a friendly model near Khârn, you have to take that attack on a friendly model.
Oh, God.
It's one of my favorite rules.
Name. I get the name.
It's so good.
I get the name. The name makes sense. And more reason that Khârn probably loves him.
He doesn't care where the blood comes from. He's killing his own dudes. And it's like,
Khârn doesn't care if World Eaters are the ones dying, as long as people are dying. So, yeah, he probably fucking loves Khârn. He loves him. Or Khârn. Khârn loves Khârn. There we go.
Khârn does love Khârn. His model does look a little bit like the Chad meme, I will admit. It's actually really close.
It does.
It's really close. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, Khârn is a Chad, it sounds like. Just a fucking mega Chad, so...
He's a mega murderer.
Jeez. Love the skull ornaments that he keeps on his loincloth. That's a nice touch. Clearly all about fashion. Yep, love it.
He is I mean, he could do with a little bit more flayed skin, but not everyone is as cool as the XIIth Legion.
Yeah, not everybody can pull off the scrote cloth, so.
Oh, dude, no, actually not speaking of anything like that. Let's talk about Lotara Sarrin real quick. All right.
Okay.
Let's talk about newly attributed best girl. Let's talk about my folder on my goddamn fucking desktop that says Lotara Sarrin ab pictures and show how it is fucking empty. Let's talk about Lotara Sarrin, the Conqueror's abs, and how the folder has no folders inside of it. Listen, this is a public.
I thought you were being serious that you had a folder that was just her abs, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good episode.
Maybe I do, but it's empty. This is a public chastisation, fakwa, a hit put out on the fucking pussy ass bitches who draw hentai on the internet. Where are my Lotara Sarrin ab pictures?
That's a great question.
Where's that man? Where is he? Drunk Remembrancer, that son of a bitch that constantly makes Eldars with abs and stuff.
Yes.
What's wrong with you, man? Huh? You too much of a bitch to draw Lotara with her ab pictures?
Holy shit! The
Come on, man. What's wrong with you? Where is this shit? Our fan base. Yeah, our fan base. You're gonna draw a goddamn picture of Imperium Khârn in the Skull of Progenium, but I can't get my goddamn Lotara ab pictures. You sons of bitches.
This is what we need to use our newfound power for, to make sure we get sexy ab pictures of Lotara. You're doing God's work here, Bricky, and I appreciate the sacrifice you're making.
Let me explain the importance. Let me explain. Oh, okay. Shy found one ab picture. Thank you.
Great.
Let me explain this significance. Okay. Now, you see the picture there. Top right, Angron. Left, Khârn the Betrayer. Bottom right, Lotara Sarrin, captain of the Conqueror, flagship of the World Eaters, the mortal human captain. Angron walks onto the bridge, goes to Lotara and says, "How's my ship doing?" Lotara says, "You mean my ship, and we're doing fine."
Whoa. She said that to Angron and she still lives?
She lives. Reprimands Primarch Angron for mistakenly referring to the Conqueror as his ship. Leaves.
Whoa.
That's nothing. That, like, Lotara is if not, like, she is the most bloodthirsty fucking person. I think she has a kill count higher than Khârn.
Whoa! And she's just a mortal human female. Like, she's not, like, genetically enhanced Primarch space.
Nope.
Does she even have a butcher's nail?
Nope. She is just a ruthless, and I say this word in entire kindness, a ruthless bitch. She is, like, I use that as not being mean, but like a boss ass bitch kind of statement. Mm-hmm. Like, she is actually one of the best written female characters in Warhammer, I think. She's really high up there. Like, obviously she didn't get as many kills as Khârn did in melee combat, but
sure. That makes sense. That's what the World Eaters are all about. Close hand-to-hand combat. We don't need no bitch guns. We need to slay you up close and personal. That makes sense about the Ursa Claws. But every chance she gets, they just bring them in.
It's like a meme. Every time she's in a battlefield, she's just like, "Fire the Ursa Claws." All right. All right. So, they're fighting the Ultramarines.
Oh, now you got my attention. All right, let's go.
This fucking dude, right? This is dude. His name is what was his name? It starts like a D. Delvarys. Delvarys was supposed to be on board the ship to stop fucking borders, in case they got boarded.
Right.
He decided not to. He was like, "There's no glory in waiting here," and he went onto a ship and went down to the surface to go fight. Right?
Oh, cool. He's a bitch. Gotcha.
Lotara and her ship got boarded, and about 2,000 to 3,000 crew died, and not just like regular crew, like important people, armamentarian people, like important crew died. And Delveris comes back into the loading bay.
Oh.
And he walks down the gang ramp, and calmly, Lotara Sarrin pulls out a las pistol and shoots him in the face.
Oh boy.
She takes out a las pistol, fires square in between his eyes, shoots a World Eater's captain in the face.
Okay.
And and what happens after that is the guy's squad immediately shoots at her, which then was blocked by her own group behind her. And this dude storms up to her and is like, how fucking dare you, you fucking whore, fire at me. And she just spits on his boots and stares at him and is like, you whore's son, you absolute piece of trash. I needed you here and you went to go run away chasing your glories like a dog. And then a bunch of other World Eaters started walking up to Lotara to protect her, and was like, back off, Delveris. And he's like, she shot me. It's like, you probably deserved it. Back the fuck up.
Damn, that's. Whew.
She shot a world. She is a human. Like a regular, unaugmented human lady, and she's like, I'm gonna shoot him into between the eyes.
Jesus Christ. Also, how did he survive that?
Oh, he had the helmet on.
Oh, no, he had his helmet.
She was reprimanding him.
Got you. I thought she straight up killed him. I was like, oh fuck. Did she literally kill this dude? I mean, that would be pretty hard, but
no, it snacked his helmet back. He had a helmet on, and she was reprimanding him for being a bitch. Later on, she literally, like, she said, you are confined to your arming chamber until I say otherwise. Like, discipline exists even if you consider yourself above it, Delveris. And he accepted it. She put him in timeout in his fucking room. She sent him to his room, and instead of arguing with her anymore, he was just like, yes, ma'am, and he left.
That's so hard to imagine, right? Like this big, just like chaos. Because they're chaos right now, right?
Yeah. This is I think during the heresy.
Big chaos space marine is getting talked down to by just a mortal female. Just okay, mom. I guess I'll go to my womb. Like, holy shit. So what exactly did she do to like earn all this like respect? Like, did she kill a bunch of like what's her like big claim to fame that makes her so fucking hard, or did she just not give a fuck?
She's just an extremely brutal woman. Like her quote to Delveris was, "We lost over 2,000 crew to 13 Legions bolters, you stupid whoresome. The Ultramarines knew where to board us, where to strike. 2,000 men and women dead because you wanted to chase glory down there in the dust. Not slave deck dregs and war fodder. Trained vital crew. We sustained enough internal damage that the Conqueror won't fully function until she's been dry docked for a month or more. Am I making myself clear, you arrogant swine? You have your orders, now get out of my sight." And said, for a moment, it looked as though he'd refuse. In the end, Delveris inclined his head in a nod, saluted her with a fist over his heart, and led his men away.
Damn.
Okay, more things. So eventually, during the heresy, things were getting a little rough, right?
Of course. And
a couple of the captains were ready to actually bail, because like this is when a couple of like the not Traitor Legion, but like the more loyal people, I think, stuck around.
Mm-hmm.
And so they started meeting secretly because Lotara was like, yeah, okay, things are getting a little bit bad. I should probably fucking dip, and so she secured 5 shuttles to take the escapees to a different Legion frigate. And so one by one, these shuttles were filled up and they were getting ready. And obviously, I think Maruk and Askane are the names. They stayed behind because the captain needs to leave last to avoid suspicion.
Sure.
However, Khârn confronted them so they could escape and declared them as traitors. And a battle erupted, but they were able to make their way away from Khârn into the escape shuttles. But then as they were escaping, the shuttles started getting blown up. Like, of the 5 shuttles, one of them started getting fired on by the Conqueror, and the next. And 4 out of the 5 all got blown up, except for the one with Maruk and Lotara on it. And then Maruk looked around and was like, Lotara's not fucking here. And she was still on the Conqueror. No. And she was like, nobody runs from the Conqueror. And she lied to them the whole time. She played them for a fool.
Oh shit! And she was firing on her own escape pods?
Yeah, she tricked them into having them run away, and then she just didn't board and started blasting the escape pods out of the air. And when he asked why she did this, she didn't answer and just chuckled and blew his ship into pieces.
Whoa! Whoa! Jesus!
And let's not forget, she also conspired with the Night Lords to teleport Angron into the maze because he was killing too many of her personnel.
Oh, that's fair. That's sure, and that's where you get my imaginary juggernaut theme of just Angron just bursting through walls. Okay, cool.
So, DK, I reiterate, where are my fucking Lotara ab pictures?
I second that.
Where is my Lotara Sarrin surname, the Conqueror's abs? That is her that's her fucking title now.
The Conqueror's abs.
The Conqueror's abs.
As soon as you said that, all I could imagine was like this giant, like, because the Conqueror's like a big spaceship, right? It's big chaos spaceship. All I could imagine now is like a fighter flying under it and looking up, being like, "Does that thing have abs?" And it literally the ship has abs. It's like, are those, is that a six-pack up there?
They just have a window on the bottom of the ship, and it's just her pressing her abs to the tiny little window. and then right, like, are those abs? And then the fucking Ursa claws fire into the ship. Yeah. Like, oh no!
That needs to be the one that gets made. Please, little window on the Conqueror. She's just like abs, Ursa claws.
So funny
stupid,
enough.
I love it.
So she's still alive.
Oh, okay. Well, of course she is. She's hard, dude.
Well, no, she was commanding the Conqueror during the Horus Heresy.
Right.
She was only okay. So we don't know where she is. She is allegedly alive, but she was only 30 years old when she took command of the Conqueror during the Heresy.
Oh, and so it's not like she died of old age or anything.
Well, I mean, she is just a mortal human, so.
True.
No, the idea is that we don't know where she is, and we don't know where the Conqueror is. Like, they're gone. We have no clue. Some people believe that she may have, like, fused with the ship with, like, some kind of warp demon fuckery.
So the Conqueror could actually have abs now, is what you're saying?
Oh shit, it's a good point! Oh no! Oh no!
We're so fucking stupid. Oh my god.
Where's that picture? Wait, hold on. SpongeBob licking PNG.
Oh no.
I found it.
I don't know this meme. I don't know this meme.
Shy, you better. Oh, that's not the right link right there.
That is not.
All right, you better post this in the video, Shy. That's me to the abs, just like
same. That me too. Me too.
All right, so DK, excessively objectifying women aside.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's not the greatest. Whatever. We're talking about the ship though. This is a ship at this point, right?
It's the ship's abs. Great point.
Yeah.
Point being.
Saved.
Regardless, she is a really great character. It's insane. It's one of those awesome ideas where, like, one of the most savage and bloodthirsty world eaters is a human captain lady. Like, it's not even Khârn or anything. I mean, Khârn is pretty bloodthirsty, but It's just a human captain, like the flagship, the largest ship, the one that Angron lives on, is more important.
Whew. That's a nice juxtaposition of like all these big chaos space marines, and it's like, who do you fear, space marine? It's like her. She's mean. She yells really loud at me and shoots me in the face, and I don't like it.
I think I found one of those. I think it was like the what the fuck? Lotara Sarrin Velociraptor meme, or no, it's a Terminator meme. I think, where it's here it is. I found it. I found it. It's just legionaries thinking they can talk back to her. There it is. She's fucking nuts.
I think that's great though. I think it's all these bloodthirsty maniacs, and it's just like, Mama said, knock you out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Please don't shoot me again. That's damn. What a boss.
Yeah, she's got a lot of respect. If you ever want to know anything more about her, she's mainly in the book called Conqueror. I think it's called the Betrayer. The name of the ship's the Conqueror. The Betrayer, or it's just called Betrayer, is the name of the book. It's one of the Horus Heresy books. It was written by Aaron Dembski-Bowden, which I think he wrote my Night Lords trilogy. I think he might be the best 40K writer. He's like definitely top 3. He's really good. But yeah, if you want to know more about her, that's the way.
You could just jump into that one, right? It's not like you need to read like the other 12 books in the Horus Heresy. You could like just be like, oh yeah, I just want to know more about Lotara, and I'm assuming the World Leaders. I'm gonna just jump into the Betrayer.
I think you do need the other books, but you know, if you're just really horny, then just go ahead and read it.
So what you're telling me is just go read the Betrayer. Gotcha.
Yeah, fuck it, man. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Just don't care enough, I suppose.
Gotcha. Works for me. I like it. Been there, done that. Got the poster. Okay, cool.
Got the poster. Yeah. You know, once our Greyfax Celestine one gets finished, we know for a fact what we're doing after that one. This was going to be the World Eaters
on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
The fucking World Eaters episode, and this just became the simping over Lotara episode.
It really did. Can't help it. She's a badass, and she has abs of steel. Like what?
Literally.
What more could you want? She's perfect.
Now it's literally abs of steel because she's fused with it. Well, it's fanon that fan canon that she is now like some kind of demon fused with the ship. We honestly don't know what's up with her. She might have become a demon. She might not have. Obviously, Khârn probably likes her.
Khârn probably loves her, right?
Well, a bit. She does kill with like commanding a ship. She's not like doing melee combat, so.
Well, that's true.
But maybe he appreciates her for like the fact that she's immortal and she does that.
Yeah. Probably doesn't love her as much as he loves Khârn. But still.
Yeah. Honestly,
pat.
Honestly, I always had this homebrewed idea to have her as a model, because she's not a model or anything. And have her as like a supreme commander, kind of like Belisarius Cawl or whatever. But it's just a model of her with like a contingent of like 5 bodyguard Terminators, and they all act as like one unit. And she gives out all these really good buffs and shit, but you know, she's got her bodyguards.
Right.
I thought it'd be kind of a neat idea, because they actually just released the Gaunt's Ghosts
Minis,
group or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the
new
Gaunt's
is our next
Ghosts
book. Huh?
Yeah, next book of the book club.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's go.
Anyway, did you have any questions you wanted to ask about the World Leaders? Any ideas? Anything you want to know?
You know, nothing that I could talk about to a PG audience, but
oh yeah, I forgot we have a PG podcast.
That's true. Totally PG. Abs of Steel, SpongeBob meme. And look, Shy, if you're gonna do that SpongeBob thing, you got to do it on like the actual ship. Like you got to get a picture of the Conqueror and then put SpongeBob on like the underside of it.
Yeah. Where we were objectifying the Conqueror the whole time.
The ship, obviously, guys. But that's fucking World Eaters are wild. I love
it. They're so wild.
They're great.
I'm glad that they had that subversion too, where one of the best characters is just a regular human lady.
It's just a mortal lady. Yep.
Which is GW has not been particularly great at writing female characters in the past. And so this is a welcome difference, or contrary to the normal stuff. It is very nice to see. And it's very cool to have that a kind of character like that. Also, not just that, but like Angron is literally a demon Primarch. The dude is insane. And Khârn is an absolute badass.
Oh god, yeah. Khârn and Khârn. Gotta make that happen too. That sitcom?
The Khârn and Khârn sitcom?
Yeah, gotta make it happen. Gotta make it happen. It's too good of an idea to just let slip by.
On the tabletop, the World Eaters are insane. Like, they're Khârn Berserkers. I think they have, like, when they charge you, they hit you like 6 or 7 times.
Oh,
and then
that
they
makes sense.
But they fight again afterwards. So, like, a squad of 10 puts out like 160 chainsword attacks or some bullshit.
Whoa. That is... that is a lot of chainsword attacks. That's a lot.
They hit really hard. They hit really hard.
So I assume they're fairly decent in the tabletop then, if they're gonna...
No, they're terrible.
Is it because they're so up close and there's so many other, like, Chaos Space Marines and Space Marines that can do everything at range and just pick them off? It's because Chaos Space Marines aren't very good right now, much because they don't have their new codex yet. And World Eaters are, because of that, rather squishy for their points, and therefore getting close enough to cause pain is a lot harder. Gotcha. Well,
it's more of like they can't get there quick enough. Like Drukhari, for instance, are very, like, they were kind of the boogeyman for a while. They were the best damn faction. They might still be, but they had these like really big, really good transports. You know, because they like kind of hang off their skiffs and stuff.
Yeah.
Those kept them alive until they can get close enough to cause problems.
Gotcha. They got no way to get in.
Yeah, they need some extra help for that, but they are still pretty darn neat.
Fantastic. Is it take us home time?
I think it might be. Take us home time. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for being pretty darn cool with all of your support and all. Thank you for also joining us with our first ever little sponsorship deal, which was also very enjoyable. Happy to have that. I hope you all can appreciate it a bit as well, because obviously we know how sponsors feel to some, but for us it's actually a pretty big deal, and it's just quite exciting to see how far our channel has grown. So with that, you can find me with Bricky everywhere, all the Bricky stuff. Gonna get a Night Lord's army. Let's go. And then DK, where can they find you?
DK Diamantes everywhere except Instagram, because you know. I'm waiting for my start collecting 1,000 Suns to get in.
Oh, it's coming. We gotta do that. We gotta do that eventually, but we gotta do Alpha Legion too.
Yeah, we do gotta do Alpha Legion. Good luck, Bricky. Good luck with that. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with all that. I hear the wiki is very long and has a lot of pseudo information that you're just gonna love just shuffling through.
I'm just gonna read the fucking book.
Good call. Get the official source, Lord. Good, yeah.
And you can find Shy, Quite Shallow, or Quiet Shy anywhere and everywhere. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week. I expect fan art.
Shit happens.